let's have a little bit of a price discussion, just talk a
Hmm.
bit of prices, and what we have to show are the latest signals, because the 4-hour chart was like crazy,
Okay.
14%, and the daily was also pretty good.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Bitcoin Analytica. This is your host, Joe Saz. And today we're going to be talking about some Bitcoin price action. I'm joined here by Fabian. Give a
Hey
wave.
guys.
And we're going to jump straight into what's going on right now. All right. So I'm going to cover some of this. Fabian, I hope you'll cover more of the Giga trend and you guys will get to talking. But straight to screen share. We have this is actually really interesting to me because I was pretty convinced that we were topping out. I'm not necessarily out of that yet, but man, we sure have created a convincing argument. Now that we've moved above a lot of these initial sell signals, currently we're sitting at 49,921, and we did breach the 50K mark. After going sideways over the weekend, breaching through a lot of this overhead resistance. And now we flipped what was, what could have been an even more toppy area. We now have lost the signals, the sell side signals, and we've got a 5 to 10% band light up on the buy side. So this is actually getting a little out of hand, a little irrational in my eyes, but bullish nonetheless. So that's my quick take right there. Fabian, do you have screen share prepared? Do you want to show some Gigatrend timeframes?
Yeah, I have it. You just need to close your stream, then I will
Yeah,
share it.
go ahead. Yeah. And you guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Obviously, a crazy time in the market. What's up, George Overton? And if you guys have anything you want to bring up, anything you want us to go over, don't hesitate to bring that up.
Yeah, so we got the Giga trend opened here. It's on the 4 hours chart, and we had a pretty massive buy signal. It was flashing on the 7th of February. We've entered the trade at 43,660 USD, and we have been traveling all the way up to 50,327 bucks, 15.27% run up so far. So pretty decent, pretty decent one. Probably one of the biggest ones so far that we had. Absolutely massive trade if you would have taken that signal. As well, we had a very good long signal on the daily chart. As you can see here, it wasn't that early, but the fact that we do have one on the 4 hour chart that was flashing on the 7th, and on the daily now on the 10th. So this one would have made right now about 5.9%. Statistically seen, we will have a 5.79% trade on average if one of these signals is flashing. Um, yeah, this one could lead us definitely way over the 50K zone. Let's see what it will bring us in the next coming days. Especially we need to take in consideration that we have on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, February the 13th, we do have the core CPI data, the consumer price index, which can have a pretty high impact on crypto as well. So keep that in mind. Check everyone, check out Cryptocraft. Do have the calendar here, economics calendar. Very useful if you're trading, and keep an eye on these numbers. They're coming out tomorrow.
Interesting. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think that 50K is to be expected? Do you like I was talking about the channel, right? I thought that 38K was a little too low for us to go more, and then 45 is where we had a lot of that resistance, and so I thought the channel was going to be between like 40, 45K. Somewhere in that was like, pretty decent looking going into the halving. And here we are sitting at 50K, in spitting distance of 50K right now. Do you think that this is like pretty normal stuff, or do you think this is a little bit abnormal for now? And what are your thoughts about this going into the halving?
I mean, I would not say it's abnormal. I mean, what is abnormal in this market? The market can be as abnormal as it wants to. Its only goal is to get us retail traders fucked because we think,
Huh.
oh man, that's abnormal. No. But if we take a look at the other halvings, we never had such a long downtrend before a halving. right now, I think the halving, it should occur on April, somewhere in April. I think that's what it is expected. So let's say we do have the halvening here on this blue line here. That's when the halvening should occur. And when did we have the last halving? Do you know the
It
exact
was
date?
May 2020. It might have been May 14th, 15th, 2020. After the red
2020?
dump. Yeah, after the red dump. Yeah, somewhere real
Some
close to that.
somewhere here.
Yeah, May. Yeah, that one. That one right there is probably
Yeah,
something like that.
that one. Um, you know, if we take the last top, which was at almost, or it was roughly 20K, we dumped, we rose up a little bit. We have been expecting something like this, a dump, then a retrace almost to half of what we had last time on the all-time high, and then another dump before or into the halving. But this took us last time until the halving 889, let's call it 900 days, which is a pretty long time. And if we take a look at this one here, we're now pretty close. So historically speaking, also the other halvings, we have not really exceeded the 800-day mark much. I think that we have a high possibility that we just go up until the halving and then go down a little bit. Could see something
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
and then it will just skyrocket.
I think it was the halving before this one that had more of that structure. Because keep in mind, those red candles pre-halving May 2020, that was all the COVID dump. And I think it was like maybe it was normal price action exacerbated by the March 12th news that came out saying the Chicago CME, the CME was going to close the trading floor, and everyone thought that the stock market was going to lock up assets, and the SEC was going to force them to lock assets so no one can sell. And then like the second that article came out, we had one of the most massive crashes. I mean, even Boeing, all these stocks, everything tanked, right? So I think that was like a real hard black swan event. And now we don't really have, if anything, we had kind of positive news within similar proximity to this halving. Last time we were dealing with like the beginning of a pandemic. This time we were dealing with the beginning of an ETF speculation, or the conclusion, I guess, of an ETF speculation, right? And
Yep.
then the start of that this year. So I mean, I I thought it was a little absurd. I thought it was a possibility, but it wasn't really something that you really wanted to say out loud. Is like you know an all-time high pre-halving, or even this type of price behavior right now. I was expecting this type of price behavior in January. So I don't know. That's what makes this a little weird to me, is where is this coming from? It's normal for
Yeah.
me to, yeah, like you get what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by abnormal behavior. It's like the ETF jumping to 65K, that would have been irrational, right? And or abnormal, whatever. But for us, we would have been like, yeah, that, Bitcoin's wild, it's volatile. We could have seen that coming. That's not that weird. But out of nowhere, here we are on a fucking, middle of February. We're still a good distance away from the halving. They're, see the ETFs have been approved, then, and it's not like there's anything crazy going on with that right now. It's not like so that's what has me a little just thinking about this. What's really going on behind the curtain?
I think that people have just learned from history because every time the halving has occurred, retail or newcomers, let's call them newcomers to crypto,
Hmm.
they're not buying here or before the halving. They buy when they see all of these big green dildos here. Then
Yeah.
they buy into it. And the fact that we have now, these ETFs and everything, there's lots of smart people that trade more likely or they like to trade more on the conventional markets. I mean, of course, they know the data, they know all of the stats. Why? I think that they're also just thinking, let's go into it before the halving
Hmm.
and then just sell it maybe here. I don't think that we will have a pre or all-time high pre-halving, but what definitely can happen is that we are going to recover one of that big candle here, which is a pretty big sell-off point from last time. So this year, this 56K range here zone, this could be a potential reversal to me we can definitely reach before the halving, in my opinion. It would also be in line with the stats that I have with the algorithms. Every time a signal is going flash, we could reach this zone here, definitely.
Okay.
So I'm not going against my strategy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, good trend's been working for a long time now. I think a number a number of you guys in the VIP have seen that the signals are posting in the VIP chat consistently, and you guys, just to throw this out there, go to sazanalytica.com. You can join Discord VIP, get Gigatrend and everything for 2 weeks free trial. So go ahead and check that out. And yeah, Gigatrend, I mean, look, it catches you in these big moves. That's what has me a little bit kind of curious about all this too, because it's like Gigatrend fired off a 4 hour confirmed by the daily, and that was probably it. You know, there's usually something that's going to break the order book, right? The order book might be static for a year. There could be sleeper orders, and then in a bull market, buyers are going to come up and sweep all that. In a bear market, all those orders that have been sitting down low for a long time, you know, are going to get creamed. They're going to get filled, right? And it's usually technicals that are everyone's basing their buying and selling decisions off of, and that's what you know, I find to be one of the more important things to pay attention to. So Gigatrend 4 hour confirmed by the daily. I mean, that's probably the biggest evidence that I have right now that I need to be pretty skeptical about any short signals. I think the trend bias is long.
Yeah, right now it's definitely the bias is definitely long. But let's see for how long this will, yeah, for how long we can entertain this idea. But to be honest, it's not far away from the 56K. It's just
Hmm.
13%, and
We have a
see
CME
what we
gap up
have.
there too.
Where is it? Can you maybe stream it?
50, yeah, I can share screen. I can steal it from you. So
Yeah.
let me do this and steal. Wait, which one? Okay, here we go. Okay, so just to point this out, we have some CME gaps that we've left behind here, and here's the CME gap we've had. Actually, I think you probably have this drawn in too. You know, it's roughly the same amount of time, all the way back from December 2021. A CME gap between 52,245 to 53,545, and we're heading straight for it. And that'll be the last CME gap that we have to the upside. Everything else is going to be this bear market run up and the previous bear market run up, and maybe in total we're talking 20 CME gaps in all time here since Bitcoin hit CME 2018. So this is the
Mm-hmm.
one that we're dealing with right now, and I have Gigatrend muted. I was looking at something with a friend, so ignore these moon phases. But yeah, I
The
was
moon
just
phases.
yeah, I was talking to a friend and they asked me about him, so they're up right now. But um the another thing that I wanted to bring up is the RSI is super cooked right now. Now we did do this and we spent a lot of time overbought. I mean, we're talking weeks uh overbought. So is this something that's throwing me off? Not quite, because very recently we spent maybe two to 3 weeks in the overbought territory, but we've jumped up here pretty high. So yeah, I think this could go. I almost feel like we're at a point in the market where we're going to get more bullish as price goes higher, right? And that's like something that happens with Bitcoin every once in a while. So that's what's making me a little nervous about order book signals right now. And I think it's time to kind of go with the flow. And not to mention, of course, we have buyers now stacked heavily up here, chasing the book. We're back above 50K now. You can see a lot of the static resistance, maybe 20 to 30 packs, you know, very small stuff. We just had a dude buy about 25, something like that, Bitcoin. Um, and a lot of dudes are very aggressively buying right now. So our bid-ask spread in this move to the upside is nearly flipped. We've knocked so many sellers off the table. Perps are getting more bullish as time moves on at this price point. And of course, I mean, it's just crazy to me, but we have a 5 to 10% confirmation bias band. So yeah, I think this can get more bullish as time goes on. I mean, well, we're in the shit right now. This is looking good.
Yep, definitely looks juicy. But maybe let's take a look on some altcoins. Let's take a look at Solana and Matic.
I got Solana up. You wanted screen share?
Yeah,
You want me to give it to
I
you right now?
will. Yeah, I will stream it into the channel.
Hmm.
There we go. So this one is Matic, also a pretty good preset. Oh, I'm not streaming.
Not yet.
Bear with me, please. So now you should see it, right?
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, for everyone, if you want to get all of these algorithms and some cool and dive into a good trading community, please join a Discord. It's totally free. You will find the link down below in the description. We have lots of free access and also the VIP section. You get a 14 days free trial. Once you subscribe, you get access to all of that and the algorithms automatically on your trading view. So let's get back to the charts. We do have Matic up here. And as you can see, it did flash a beautiful long signal on Wednesday, the 7th February, which is leading us right now, damn, 9 point, almost 9.10% to the upside. You can also set in the algos, set that right. So this is from 2023. You can set leverage and equity size, and you can see the average trade size. So it's pretty cool. You get lots of statistics with it to plan your trades properly. So Matic is doing a pretty good job so far. I am expecting this signal to close out pretty soon in profit. And if we take a look at our beloved Solana, which also fired off some very good signals in the last couple of weeks. So here we have a winning streak, one loser, and then another win. And here we did have another long signal now, which is also looking pretty juicy. So far, it went up in total 4%, and we're sitting right now comfortably at 3.17%. If we take a look at Solana, how this guy did perform in the last year, 2023 until 2024, if you would have just traded it automatically with a leverage of 4, an equity size of 35 in my case, that's how I trade it, you would have made 1097% until today's date, which is pretty decent. Drawdown of 44% at an average win rate of 68%, which means 68.49% of the trades are winners. Can we go higher on Solana? Definitely. We have a pretty good, wrong. We have a pretty good zone right up here. We do have a wick there, the big liquidity pocket, and this wick here. So we could definitely move up a little bit higher and tap into this liquidity zone here and then maybe retrace back down to it. What do you think about
Yeah.
altcoins, Solana in general, or Matic?
Um, I agree. Like this is what I think. I think the Bitcoin bull market, like it's kind of the bottom was in like January 2023. We spent a lot of time going sideways and up, a couple little moves down, 25K tested and held for a while. But I feel like a lot of like the majority of the altcoin market hasn't done much. We've had a few outliers, Solana being one. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's now that Bitcoin is really proving itself, especially after like this past weekend. I think I'm a little more convinced that the altcoin market is going to go nuts. I think we're going to see some. Oh wait, you're on screen share. Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry. I was seeing a delayed view. So I think the altcoins are due for like a nasty run. Something crazy. Solana is behaving, I think, a little bit more in parity with Bitcoin when Bitcoin bottomed out. I don't know Solana's entire history. I can actually look at it on my chart real quick just to confirm this. But Solana had its rip and it started off October 2023. Look, that makes a little more sense to me. It went from $23 and up to a high of 120 something. And that started in October, right? We had a whole year of kind of proving Bitcoin since January. It took off toward the end of 2023, and none of the altcoins really did anything with that just yet. So I feel like, dude, I mean, if you haven't planted your shitcoin seeds, you might not have that much longer to do it. I think a lot of that shit's going to start tearing, and I can't. Solana's already done a lot of that, so I can't just say Solana's going to, go another, it's going to go 100x from here. But I haven't seen much news on Cardano or, what else? What else? Like every Dogecoin, Sia coin, or Shiba Inu, and you know what I'm talking about. All these crazy little shit coins out there. Um,
Yeah,
I
but
just
let's not throw Solana and Shiba Inu and actual shitcoins into one pot, because Solana is actually having pretty big decentralized network built
sure.
around it. You can trade NFTs on it. You have some cool smart contract features, so it's actually pretty scalable solution.
So let's say there's levels to the shitcoin game, right? But the overall point is that we have that I haven't seen a lot of the other stuff go wild, you know.
Mm,
That's what I think is next is like the real proof to me that a bull market is really cooking is that if Bitcoin goes up, everyone gets a little skeptical for a month, and then the shitcoins follow, whatever they are, right? Shitcoins
yeah,
ranging from validity 1 to 5. And I've really only seen a couple outperform or the rest. And so that's my thought on the on that whole sector is like there's definitely I think it's definitely coming and with Bitcoin behaving the way it is, I have a feeling we'll see some big moves, some of those, doubling in price in a day and 100% moves in a day on some of these shit coins. I think that's coming pretty soon. So
definitely.
yeah. Um yeah, so
What is
yeah,
what is in what is in your bull run portfolio? I think everyone should be prepared for the bull run. We're all quite now for quite a long time in this game. You know it
that's a
already. So what's in your
That's that's a
battle
funny
book?
one, man. I'm gonna keep a couple of these buried for now because I gotta bury some of my shitcoin secrets. I can't ever reveal that. Maybe here soon, but so that's a sketchy question, man. Someone out there's pulling my Bitcoin maximalism card right now just for even considering this. But yo, I buy some Shiba, get some Doge, get some little fuck off coins, some shit that goes down 99% every single time and goes up, 10,000%. So, I might talk about this like with you in a day or two because I really need to think about this if I'm gonna say this shit. I think a lot of you guys are gonna hate my guts, but I do have a few shit coins out there. I have planted some shit coin seeds, and a couple of them are probably from one of the most hated guys in the Bitcoin maximalist community. So um and I look, I think it's gonna, it's just the market does this every time. One of them, I will say this, one of them is Hex, Richard Hart's Hex token. That shit went from 1 sat per unit to 50 cents. Yeah, let's pull it up. Hex,
XUSDT
sure,
on where
sure.
is
Let's
it?
see. I would
Bybit
do BitGet,
or
whatever the top one. Yeah,
Bitget?
let's
That
just check
one.
that out. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a scam.
So this
Doesn't
wasn't
even.
it's this chart isn't very accurate because it started off at 1 Satoshi. Well, it started
Ah,
off
okay.
in a weird situation where you had to put Ethereum in a contract and then you would get Hex out when the
Ah,
when the
okay.
time
So
came.
you swapped it on like
It wasn't really a swap.
Uniswap.
It was I don't know if it was called a sacrifice at the time. It wasn't a Uniswap, but it was something different, right? This time it was that he did a few more things. Fuck, everyone, Hurley, you guys are fucking Hurley's on my ass right now. All right, so you guys, I got some fucking pulse chain. Back in I think it was end of 2022, middle to end of 2022, I sacrificed some Ethereums that I had for some, in fact, actually Hex for Pulse Chain. And so I got Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and Hex. And looking at this now, ignoring the previous stuff because the chart doesn't really explain it well, Fabian. I'm telling you, I
Hmm.
bought this shit at 1 Satoshi per per fucking unit. It was cheap as fuck. After the shitcoin launched and everyone was flooding the pools with their Ethereum and there's only, let's say, per day it would release a million hex, right? And if you were 10% of the day's Ethereum deposits, you would get 10% of that hex that day. So hex has kind of gone through a lot of cycles here. Like on in that thing where you had to deposit per day. And at one point there was so few depositing, it was like one Satoshi, and I was like, you know what? If I buy this, it'll, go to zero, I'll lose some money. If it goes to two, I'll double my money. So I'm doing this, right? So Hex is one of those ones. I've seen this thing go from absolute fucking zero to 50 cents. And that was, that was just the fucking, I think you see it now in
Yeah.
2020. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. So yeah, exactly.
So
This is
we
what
need
I've
the
seen happen
Uniswap. So we need the Uniswap chart.
for, okay. So yeah, Richard Hart's one of probably the most hated people in the Bitcoin maximalist community. But dude, I mean, I gotta say, man, no matter what you think of the man, he is a fucking very, very smart individual.
Hmm.
Dude, look at the name of this Fortnite, Bezos, Dumbledore, Taylor Swift,
What
your
the
top
fuck is
left.
that? Oh man, that's the wrong one. But yeah, that's a pretty good
That's
name.
just that's someone's
Fortnite Bezos,
password right there.
Dumbledore, Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
that's fucking hilarious.
I
But
think
yeah,
that's the next Bitcoin.
yeah,
Definitely.
100%. This is it. You guys, we just
100%.
stumbled upon a exclusive,
Hidden gem, guys. Hidden gem.
the Fountain of Youth. So yeah, I really do think that it is whatever it is that you're gonna get involved with, that you should definitely make sure you plant your shitcoin seeds. You got to buy when there's blood in the street, and if you haven't already, you might not have that much time left. So whatever the case is, whatever shitcoin suits your fancy, I would say get a small bag, and we got about probably 6 to 9 months until we see an all-time high in Bitcoin. Is that something that you would see in the realm of possibility?
How much? Please repeat that.
6 to 9 months, you see Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high.
6 to 9 months. Could be absolutely possible. I mean, maybe we should also take a look at S&P 500.
Hmm.
Since, I mean, yeah, since Biden was elected, there was nothing else happening than just money getting pumped
Hmm.
into into the markets. Just a second, why don't you get the right chart? X. There we go. Yeah, I mean, look at it. Money is obviously laying on the streets. So if this one is going to continue, we will have a pretty rosy future or next months for BTC as well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And like you said, we're 70 something days away from the halving now,
Yeah,
somewhere in that range. So,
somewhere should happen somewhere around in April. So from now, this will be, yeah, 2 months, roughly 2 months, something like this, and then the halving should be locked in. And then better get ready. Better get ready. So yeah, if everyone is interested in what I'm holding, basically, or what I'm trading, I'm only holding what I'm trading. This is Solana, working super well with the Gigatrend, Matic, also pretty well. And then I have real shitcoins. I would
mhm.
not call Solana or Matic ever a shitcoin because they're actually not that bad. But I know you don't like that, Joe. You only like BTC. But then, of course, I do also trade PayPay and Bonk. Absolutely stupid nonsense coins. But if it makes money, it makes money, and I gotta take it to buy more BTC.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah,
story.
that's the only thing that you should do. Find
Yeah.
out, find a way on how to make it, then reinvest it in something useful. Maybe
You
let's pull
know,
up the PayPay Gigatrend chart real quick. It's also it's working out pretty well. It's working out too well. This you would have made this on PayPay with a 75.51% win rate on fucking
damn.
PayPay, bro.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. That's fucking
That's crazy. I
crazy.
mean, those trades are insane. Entry, exit. Yeah,
I'll
of
spin
course there's some
clockwork.
losers, but it's pretty great. Also on downwards channels, it was performing pretty well. So yeah, last trade was also pretty good, 12% on PayPay. Trading that one with an leverage of 3, I think. Let's check it real quick. Wrong one. Leverage of 4. Yeah, pretty, pretty nice.
Yeah. I might need to update my settings. I feel like my settings are off. I feel something must have changed with my trading view where my settings all fucking went off or something. Like the presets are a little different, I'm noticing, than yours, and I first noticed it on Bitcoin, but it looks like my PAPE and my Solana might even be different as well. But I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm
Mm.
just gonna go to the Discord and do that.
You will find them in the Discord on the
Yeah,
VIP section.
yeah.
Just type them
But I
in.
do want to point this out. Even as a Bitcoin maximalist, I'll tell you one thing, guys. It's like you go all in on Bitcoin, you're not gonna fucking get, just that rich anymore. There are a lot of arguments that can be said about Bitcoin being, the best decentralized money ever to exist in all of humankind and all of human history and stuff like that. But I will say, man, it would be a shame if you survived multiple bull and bear markets only to make, 5 to 7x and ignore the fact that you can throw $100 into, a handful of shit coins and one of them can make you $1 million, so and then you buy the Bitcoin with that. So, that's just one thing why, what I think about is like, dude, I remember the first bull market, I was just Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Um, and then I was a hardcore Bitcoin maximalist for a long time, I wouldn't even touch a shit coin. And then you learn pretty quick, man. Our job isn't in life is to fucking get as much as we possibly can. If you want that farm and you want to raise those chickens, guess what? You might need to buy a couple shit coins. So I will say I'm not going to be one of those stubborn Bitcoiners that never touches a shit coin. Just not fucking. I'm a trader, dude.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, what
so
else? What else do we have which could be interesting to trade? Of course, not to hold. We don't hold shitcoins, we only trade them.
yeah, like what I always would say is like, look, if you buy a shit coin, Bitcoin goes into your kid's college portfolio. Just about everything else probably won't make it that long. So yeah, I what else am I interested in? There was a couple Sia coin. You know what? Maybe can you pull up Sia coin ticker symbol SC? Oh no, SIA. I'm pretty sure it was.
SIA?
Yeah, Sia coin.
Shit. I don't think that one is even existing anymore.
Okay,
To
that was
see
one that I
a
was.
SIA coin, I was investing in 2017.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
that
back.
one I think that one is gone already.
Let's think about some other ones. What were some other ones that were around back then? Fucking
Redcoin. Does anyone of you guys know Redcoin? Just spam
no.
in the chat. Redcoin, you don't know it?
Uh-uh.
That's not even
I
listed
thought you were
anymore.
saying rat coin. Are you saying red
No,
or rat?
REDD,
Red
Redcoin.
coin.
That one. This one was looking pretty good back in 2017, as you can see. I was buying it somewhere around here.
Hmm. Looking fucking fantastic. Dude,
Absolutely fantastic.
can't even
But
look at
yeah,
XRP, man. Can't even look at XRP. That's a fucking nasty scam. But that's also not
XRP
gonna do shit.
is trash.
Yeah, Taco Liquor knows apparently what you're talking about. You know what? What about oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Go back to your search and to start typing what you were typing. HAR. I just saw like the Harry Potter thing.
Ah,
Harry
Harry
Potter,
Potter Obama
Obama,
pack, man. What the fuck is that?
Inu. What the motherfuck is going on here, dude? Is this like a shitcoin season where like the coins with the most letters in them are going to be the largest pumpers? Oh,
XRP.
Cardano. We should probably check out Cardano. What the fuck is this? Harry Potter, Obama, Pac-Man, 8 Inu. This is hilarious. And this thing is at 200s.
I think These are, I don't know, why does it even have the ticker XRP?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a fucking XRP fucking NFT or some shit.
Maybe it's something to trick people into buying it, you know, making
Yeah,
them believe it's the real one. Yeah, you see. How $1,000 XRP investment can make millionaires. Yeah, it's probably a fucking scam
yeah, it
to
looks
trick
pretty
people
sketchy.
with the wrong ticker.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I don't think
Can you
XRP
buy it?
is gonna do what people want it to. I don't think XRP is ever gonna go up that high. Cardano is probably one that will probably do well. Do I dislike Cardano? Yeah, I still think it's dumb. You know, Charles Hoskinson, all that shit, stupid. But you know,
I mean, I
wow.
mean, Cardano, Cardano wants to solve the scalability problem. But, you know, for me, it's the same thing as back in 2017 and 18, where everyone is creating ICOs. Everyone is creating solving some problems, but in the end, they will never finish the product, you know? And I think the
Yeah.
same thing is going to happen with Cardano. They're working way too long on the scalability issue to solve it,
Well,
and they have not solved it yet. And in the
it's
meantime, Solana is, you know, having a whole new ecosystem built around it.
didn't Tezos just have some news?
Tezos. I don't know. Tezos. I just know that they have been sponsoring the Formula One.
Hmm.
Pretty wild last season.
Oh, look, hey, t Anus token, guys. Wait,
Damn. That's something for you, right?
uh,
Nothing here. Oh, too
oh yeah.
sad.
Damn, dude. I want some anus.
Twitter, what is Tezos saying? Yeah, not too much.
Oh, you know what? I did see something. Speaking of Twitter, you know what? I'm gonna forward you a link, okay? A Twitter.
Or you can just open it. Just stream share,
Hold on.
stream it, stream it into.
Um, here. You sure you don't want to just pull it up? I could pull it up too. I just don't know. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, I got it up. I'm ready to share screen. This is something that had me interesting. Had me interested. All right, here we go. This is the only fundamental shit that I've seen that could potentially account for what's going on. This is David Bailey, and this was brought to me by Mel Bitcoin for Girls, um, the Bitcoin magazine dude. I don't know if he's the owner, founder, whatever. In fact, Mel probably told me. Owner of Bitcoin magazine. All right. He says, was getting update on Asia from our boots on the ground. Very interesting situation developing with Bitcoin rallying as Chinese assets get flushed. Large family offices now saying proper allocation to Bitcoin is 30%. This is the only thing that I've seen, fundamentally speaking, that is giving me reason to believe this is real. You know, there's something really robust going on in the ecosystem. And oh, whoops. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. Let's see here. I guess a kid fucking died from eating a snail. All right. So yeah, this
So,
is
so basically, it was saying that you should hold 30%.
that's what this tweet says. Large family offices now saying proper allocation to Bitcoin is 30%. So, I mean, I guess that's what's going on, man. Maybe I don't know. This is the owner of Bitcoin Magazine. Obviously, his job is to get clicks and likes. You know, we're not he isn't the most viral dude I've ever seen. 73 likes, 10 retweets, 6 comments, but 25K views of this. But I mean, look, this is very interesting, man. I feel like he wouldn't just say some shit. 30%, imagine if they were saying out here, stocks are crashing, dollars crashing, eggs are going up, in value and all that shit's happening. You know what? someone starts telling, big offices start telling families to buy Bitcoin, and you have white collars, people, blue collar families that haven't touched it, but are starting to learn, yeah, that would cause a big impact on the price of Bitcoin, right? Big numbers of people buying small amounts is the same thing as small amounts of people buying a big stack, so um yeah,
I mean,
this
in the end, it needs to have a use case, a proper use case. I need to buy groceries with it. I want to buy a car with it. I want to get a loan on it, basically, but pretty hard to get a loan on such a volatile asset. Um, I don't really think that it will ever be something for a normie, you know. Wouldn't be something that my mom is pulling out her wallet, buying groceries with it, you know.
well, that's I'm sure they said that in El Salvador, I'm sure they said that in El Salvador people were burning Bitcoin ATMs and fucking, shit like that. And now you probably have grandmas who pay with it. I'm just saying, it's like I'm just trying to think of every possibility here and think it through, right? And you're probably right.
Mm.
Will my grandma and a lot of the old people I know, will they be able to, even if I ask them to go look at a video on YouTube, will they be able to do it? Probably not. I guess it just depends on the situation and where you are. So, I mean, it's just an interesting situation, an interesting concept. I can't say I'm leaning into this too heavily, but if that's the way things are going, I could see someone um 50 years old. I don't think this would be too big of a deal for someone 50 years old to learn in 3 days. If I sat down with a 55-year-old man and he said, Joe, how do I do this whole Bitcoin thing? Okay, you buy Bitcoin. Okay, that's like a couple easy steps. You set up an account, bam. All right, what do I do with that Bitcoin? Okay, you download an app and you write down the mnemonic phrase, and here, this is how you send Bitcoins. You send it this way, that way. There's, bam.
Actually,
Uh,
actually, actually, I might be pretty wrong on that one because I'm paying lots of stuff with my crypto.com card and stuff like that. It's super easy. You just can upload money, you buy Bitcoin, you send Bitcoin to it, and you have it on your whatever you have, iPhone, Android, double tap and pay with it. So
that is true.
in reality, I'm already using it on a daily basis. So yeah,
Yeah,
maybe it is already mainstream.
it's a little deeper than we know. I mean, I'm very curious about the card experience out there because I was with Embly for so long, saw a lot of that stuff, and it's getting funky in the world. But let's see here. The IRS takes Bitcoin as payment for any taxes due, Karen brings up. Taco Liquor was
Seriously,
talking. I
the
guess so.
IRS, the IRS, when the Indian guy is calling you, you need to buy a Bitcoin card or something, stuff like that.
Will accept. It's treated as property for federal income tax purposes. How? Here, let's go back real quick. There's something here. Yes, the IRS has the right to seize. Oh, wait, well,
Yeah,
all right, to seize it is one thing.
I don't think that they will take it as a payment. That's
We all know the
not
answer to
happening
this
in the near
question. I don't
future.
even need to click on this.
You have to. This is an answer you have to answer yourself.
I'm not so sure. Yeah, I don't know the answer. I don't want to get any smarter on it. I'll tell you that much. Uh, but yeah, this is things are definitely spicing up over here. Um, set Venmo card allows you to buy and hold with your crypto, spend it as well with cashback rewards. Interesting. And dude, we're starting to make another jump toward that candle, that last wick high.
Oh,
We're rounding the bend here.
moving. Yeah, what chart are you? 5 minutes.
Hmm.
Maybe go back to the 15. So yeah, we're just recovering that wick. wick on the left. Let's see if we can break above that. If we can break with conviction above that wick, we will see probably the 51 400K mark.
The only walls that we have overhead now are small, 150 pack at 51K, 230 at 52. And then it falls off pretty quick. Let's take a look at this again. So all in all, 651,000 at 600, all in all, 52,000 at 600, then 200, 100, 201, and then we really hit thin air um, above that. So above 53K, it's really, really thin. And then, of course, a little stack at the all-time high, roundabout, 69, 70K. So, yeah, this is getting funky. And look at all these orders stacked up in here. Just a lot of consistent orders. 47 to 46. We're talking a lot of Bitcoin here. I'm just wondering what's projecting these signals. Couple aggregations here. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is just funky. This is an interesting play.
Pre-halving insanity.
Yeah, there it is. That's the name of our band. That's the name of our cover band for Nickelback. Yeah. You got anything? Let's just check comments. Nice, dude. So, Karen says she paid her dad's taxes. Bitcoin was an option. All right. How are you guys doing on the trading comp? Oh, you know what? Hurley, we will have to talk about the trading comp. I'll gotta join the chat. I was sick and made some mistakes. Went to bed without a stop loss. So, and I was short. We all know that one. So, yeah, I definitely got a kick in my ass. But, um, yeah, trading comps are going to be good. I think we got those back into a consistent role. So, I kind of like having Fabian. I don't know about you, but I like having a 7 day trading comp, couple days off, another trading comp because if in trading comps you're trading to win first place, a little different mentality. You learn to trade under pressure. There's a lot of value to that's a little separate from learning to trade with money management, proper practices. So there's just it trains you to trade under pressure with a gun to your head, trying to win first place. There's a different level of stress, and that level of stress, which is pretty high, is equal to trading conservatively in my eyes. Trading with large amounts of money conservatively. That's what a trading competition trains you to do. It trains you to have the stress stuff under control. Because if you can trade with $10 and try to cover a $10,000 trade minimum um, trade volume requirement in order to win first place, in addition to needing the percentage to earn that, I think that there's a lot of value that comes out of that. So yeah, I definitely got burned myself out of a trade because I was stupid. But yeah, I'm looking forward to consistent competitions. We've had a lot of those with DeepCoin. Link below the video, link in the Discord, all that stuff, you guys, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, I will be in the Trade Comp Discord pretty soon here. And what's open interest look like? Is that something that you pay attention to, Fabian?
Actually, I don't. I don't pay
Oh,
attention to it, but what I pay attention to it are the liquidation heat map.
you got it. You're able to share?
Yep. Just give me 1 second.
Pax OG, I done a haircut as I'm a barber. He paid me an XRP. He was happy as a Charlie. That's pretty funny, Pax OG. Pax
So
OG.
yeah.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Fabian.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all you.
Okay. So yeah, this is the liquidation heat map. For everyone that does not know, you can get it on CoinGlass for free. It's not the most accurate one, but if you're gonna play the long-term game, it's pretty useful. So yeah, we don't have much above it. So right now, it's like right now we're in a situation like when Bitcoin is dropping, like catching the falling knife. Now we have it upside down, catching the falling knife to the upside. We have lots of liquidations here, 4 billion, 7 billion, so there's lots of money that can be grabbed and will be grabbed sooner or later. We are probably going to revisit these zones here, but I don't think, or it does not look like we're gonna visit those zones soon yet. If we take a look at the chart, it's pretty, yeah, too bullish right now. Way too bullish right now. I don't think that we will see a major drawdown before the halving now. After the halving, the cards should be mixed.
So you think this is
Mixed again.
the possibility is more like a post having 35K as opposed to a pre having 35K.
I mean, as it looks like,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Because the last time the halving has occurred, we did not, the halving, when was it? May, somewhere around
Yeah,
May.
May 2020.
Yeah. So if we take a look at this here, we did not have the halving and then shoot straight to the upside. We had to, there was
Can
some room needed to cool down. So we had like
can you
16%.
I
Yeah.
think that the having before it was like June 2016. What does your chart go back that far?
16?
Yeah.
No, I think I need, what was it on Bitfinex? I think it was traded
Yeah,
back in
this
the
is it
days.
was Coinbase, Bitfinex, whatever.
It's the Bitfinex 16.
It was July 9th.
Uh,
July 9th. Block
16.
420,000.
July 9.
Yeah, money.
So there we are.
We had a huge rally pre-halving. Wow.
Yeah, with a huge pre-halving rally, and then we went down quite significantly, 26%. Yeah, we have been staying for like 100 days until we started to move up. But I do not think that we can take, events that have happened that past back in the days and apply them to our current situation, because right now we do have ETFs, we do have, it's it is now,
It's a
yeah,
different world.
accepted. Everyone knows it. It's a different story right now.
Yeah.
But maybe we are gonna see something like this pre-halving rally. I don't think that we will make an new all-time high before pre-halving. This would be irrational in my opinion. But we've been speaking about what is irrational before, so yeah,
Yeah.
let's see. But this
Yeah.
zone here, as I was saying before, until 56K, definitely something that is possible in my eyes. And at around this area here, which I've been just drawing in red here, you can see the price on the right. This is a zone where I am thinking then about going short. But we will see when we get to that point how it behaves in around this area.
Yeah. That's when we drop the hammer, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, so well, do you have anything, anything pressing you want to get to?
Nope. That's, I think we covered a lot of it today of the
Yeah.
markets.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, just looking at price right now, we are holding that range, but yeah, more to come. I'm done being sick. You guys, I catch everything with William around, so just been sick, been a little lazy on the streaming, so my apologies to you all. But one thing is, you guys should check out that Discord VIP. I do make it a point every day to at least post some analysis in there, snapshot of the order books. So you guys be sure to check out Discord, join the Discord, click the link below the video. Go to sazanalytica.com, check out the Discord again. You can sign up for a free 2-week VIP access. And yeah, even if I'm not streaming, I do make sure to post in there at least once a day. But a nice little analysis. And the same with Fabian. And also all the Gigatrend signals are automated, so you will be able to go in and you can set up the presets and everything, but you'll also get your um everything will be coming to you as a notification. Solana long, Bitcoin 4 hour long, Bitcoin daily long, etc. So yeah, you guys at least check it out, a lot of you are in there. So much love to you all. Um thank you so much, Fabian, for joining me. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. So always a pleasure. Karen, Taco Liquor, Hurley, all you guys. Great to see you here, man. Much love to you all. All right, everyone. Fabian, you want to say goodbye?
Take care, guys, and stay profitable.
100%. All right, everyone. Peace.
Cheers.
All right, stream is over.